All right, we welcome you back to another episode of the Black Notebook. We will be discussing between cooking, life, society, mainly politics, and everything else that we have in our black barbershops. I am Antonio, your host, and before me we have the lovely Beverly. Hi. Hey, Bev. And our token white, Alfred.
No, that's not what I am.
Okay, then what are you?
Proud Pan Africanist. Alpha James. Whatever.
He's the same color as Elon. Don't let him fool you.
Elon's Dutch. I'm African. I'm black. Yes.
Oh, wait, but why do you have to prove that you're black to these people?
No, I'm just saying I'm black.
All right, so today,
Because they can see because so you know what.
but they can hear you though, and they can hear what you're saying. Like, and they have questions, mainly the color of your skin.
Ask me directly if you have a question.
I'll ask you directly. What color are you?
Don't insult me like this.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. He's white.
Can you move on?
We can move on. We can move on. Okay, so we're going to discuss right now the move of the Trump administration to, in their eyes, bring back segregation of the southern states. Well, they don't want to do it all states. They just want to do it in the blue states and some of the red states. How do you guys feel about that?
I just have a question. Like, who said what and when did they say it?
What do you mean? Who said what and what did they say? They can't hear that. It won't pick this up at all. Goddamn pizza. They
You want the
won't.
pizza or what's under here or what?
Yes,
Oh,
Turn it around.
that's like that.
that's why I would like
Yes, that's why she was telling you to take. See, you don't know the black code, and it saddens me really.
I don't know what.
You don't know black codes.
I'm African, like she said.
Well, she's
Somehow you're African, you're not black.
yeah. You stop being black
Yeah, now you're
immediately.
African.
Pan African.
Okay, then let us continue to remember that. Okay, so again, what do you mean? Who said what and what? How do you mean?
Like who said like when did they
When was
like
this
what's the whole
announced? I mean, they announce it all the time. It was announced by the DOJ.
the the Department of Justice?
Yes, the Department of Justice.
And they say what?
That they're going to allow the states to make their own decisions.
And the laws, yeah, have been removed.
It's the same as them removing any criminal civil penalties against police officers, and all the records have been expunged.
No.
So
Really?
if you were in a case with an officer and they did something that violated your civil rights, if it didn't get adjudicated, it's no longer exists.
It's gone.
It's gone. So
That is so bad.
yeah, yeah.
These facts.
Yes.
Also, doesn't this need to be passed by Congress or something?
Congress is no longer in session. Plus, the Senate has already given him the power to purse. Congress doesn't even need to exist anymore for at least the next 3 months. Donald Trump can do whatever he wants. That's the whole reason why everybody is upset at the Senate Democrats, such as Chuck Schumer. Um, what's that freaking ogre's name?
Oh.
Um, he just got a silver beaker from Netanyahu. I can't remember his name. It's irrelevant anyhow.
The black guy?
No, he's not black. He's quite white. Why do you think that? Oh, why? Which black guy? No, you're talking about Reverend.
No,
Hmm.
I'm talking about the Congress one. The guy I don't
No,
know.
we were talking about the Senate. You're talking about Al Green.
No. Also, I mean, it's not even black.
Al,
Is he?
he
He looks kind of.
he looks quite black. Do you know who Al Green is?
Yeah,
Look him up, please.
I know what green is.
Okay.
But I was talking about what's his name.
Al Bundy.
Really.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Move on.
Okay. But yeah, so they are going to bring segregation down to the states and let the states decide, just as they decided they're going to let the states decide education. The states are going to decide women's rights. That is Al Green, yes, and that is a black man. Have you not
Is
seen a
he
black
black?
man? That is a black man.
Like
What
if
are
you
you?
He
Beverly,
doesn't look black.
and that's what I was saying. Like when I saw him,
Look at it.
I knew he was a person of
Just
color,
bring
but
up
I
the
just
images of Mr. Green. Al Green sings motherfucking. He's an R&B artist. How do you
I know,
not
but I
know?
never thought he was. I thought he was like some type of like person of color, but I didn't know he was like black, black, black.
It's okay.
And shout out to Agree for being chased out.
He's not chased out. He's censored. There's a difference.
I mean, that day he was chased
Censure
out.
just means that the Congress agrees. They don't agree with whatever statement you made.
He was taken out. I was talking about the day of the actual speech. He was taken out.
Well, they were all yelling. It's just that it happened that this one black guy was yelling at Trump that they didn't like because he was also pointing his cane because he's old.
He was taken out for shouting. He was
But
that.
it's amazing that you can censure a black man, but no one says anything to any of the Republicans. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, they like to say, well, you should have more sense or you should have more decorum than the Republicans because we expect them to be that way. Why is it that you can expect a white person to be an absolute animal,
Animal.
but anyone else of color has
Cannot
to
be the
be
same
like
way.
just a polite,
Mm-hmm.
filled with decorum and understanding? Why is that the case?
You know, two Democrats voted for the censure as well.
No, not two, 10.
Last term.
Yeah, and then they all tried to explain themselves as to why they were doing that, and they all sounded just as dumb as any
That's the
Republican.
most ridiculous. This is why I'm not a fan of the Democratic Party as it is at the moment.
But the Democratic Party is doing what white people want too, so why would you care?
Because who are these 10 people? Why are you? What? Why is the Democratic Party like never like on the same page? On the
Because
same goddamn thing.
because they're all paid by different people. If I'm getting paid by such and such, and they're telling me I will give you $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 if you vote this way, as opposed to this person saying I'm not giving you shit. You obviously gonna go for the money. That's why we need to get money out of politics in the first place. The country was not as bad as this until we allowed money to be in politics, and until we allowed white people to just lie openly.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
We have more podcasts than this. We have past pod. Did you grow as a human in these last 2 weeks? Is what you're saying? Because I remember you were like, how hardcore you want to be lied to by the same white people that you're now saying are ridiculous.
I just said I'm just not a fan of
Oh, is
that.
that That's crazy. But it doesn't matter. This won't actually show up. And there. Okay. Continue. Because whenever you make sense, I feel like angels get their wings.
I'm gonna be. I'm on level today, right?
Oh, good. Good. Good, because this is a podcast of just like all black people, but I feel that I'm yelling at you as if you were like fucking Stephen A. Smith or Candace Owens or Ye at this moment.
I'm probably the blackest person here
I assure you you're not.
because I'm an Africanist.
Yeah, but Pan African is also Pan Arabic, and they're not black.
I say an Africanist.
Okay, yeah.
That's why you just be out here interpreting my shit.
I just
For
say,
your
I
own.
literally give you the exact wording that you're saying, and then I return it back to you because what you're saying is crazy, and it's okay. But anyhow, so about the segregation, how did we get on Al Green?
Let's go back. Mm-hmm.
To Al Green or to
No,
the
no,
segregation
to the
part?
The
segregation.
Okay,
segregation.
now the segregation part is a problem. Now, I believe that it's not going to happen because even if white people want it to happen, it's not going to have the same fire that they want it to have.
Mm-hmm.
because one, we understand as a black community what it is people are trying to do. What they want to do is put the streets in a state of chaos and anger and rage that Donald Trump can then turn around and be like martial law. So he can definitely get through some of these things. Because right now, everything he's doing can be challenged at the court level. But if you go into martial law, you can't challenge shit. You can't even make him hold an election, which is why he really hates Zelensky because he's like, when are you going to hold an election? It's like, yeah, but we're at war. We can't. And he's like, you're a tyrant. It's like, okay, then, bro.
I know.
But I mean, they've been doing things like this from the destruction of Black Lives Matter avenue to the destruction of the civil rights uh, the civil rights division of the DOJ. They're doing a lot of stuff to just make black people angry so that they'll get out there, get in the streets, so the bullets will start flying and they can just declare martial law. And I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to work because black people have been living like this for too long. We aren't being hurt by the nonsense he's doing. Not yet, at least.
Not yet.
He's got to go really deep to get to us because we're way under a lot of nonsense. And the thing that's shielding us is white people. Basically, got to go through all of them to get to us.
Beverly had something to say about segregation.
Yeah, Beverly.
Go on.
He says it as if you're like,
But anyway, no, for me it was I will just imagine if it came back right now, like how it will be.
be the same as it was before. Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be the same
it,
because now times have changed. No,
but the
times have changed.
Have changed.
Yeah, things
even
have changed, and with social media, people have been woke, especially black people.
yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You can be as woke as you want. You can't outwoke a bullet.
No, I'm just saying, if it happens to be like that,
Oh, but you're saying that as if the opposition has the ability to have an imagination. They're called conservatives because they want to conserve a certain time and they want it to go back to that certain time. They don't care that TV exists. They don't care that phones exist. If they did care, they'd have a problem with the way police brutality works in America. They don't. We see it. We see it. We have the phones. They don't care.
But you say like it's a different segregation. Like it's not like the segregation like you
like
can't go
how it
into this
was in
toilet,
the
or
18th.
you can't go into this toilet, or you can't go into this hotel.
But
This-
oh,
No,
but
segregation is everything.
but you're saying that as if they don't do that towards transgender people or they don't do that towards homosexual people right now. Why can't you just add black people to that as well? You can't go into this toilet. Why not just add that to it? Separate but equal. You just have to provide a toilet. They don't say I have to provide you a good toilet. I have to say I provide you a working toilet. Just have to provide you a toilet. And now if that toilet, I don't know, has cement in it, it's still a toilet.
I'm trying to understand.
You know, that actually makes sense because that's what I thought. Remember when we were talking at some point when we were talking about when the politicians here were saying, oh, some because there's a lot of Arabs
Mm.
out here in Germany, right?
Well, they're not really Arab, they're European, but okay.
No, I'm saying like Arab immigrants, like out here.
Yeah, but I understand you're saying they're
From
Arab,
East
but
Europe.
they're by just geography, Europeans. They're part of the Roman Empire. They're European. They're Turkish. They're from Turkey.
I'm talking about Afghanistan.
Afghanistan,
Oh, the place that
the East,
that
is
Germany and those guys bombed, and it was like, oh, my bad. Bring your people here.
yeah.
Anyway, you remember when I was talking about when they start going for those people, they're gonna start coming back for then they start saying, oh, is that the problem? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, because
They will start coming for us. We'll be next.
what? would have guessed that that you getting laughed at by another white person. You should be ashamed of yourself. That shit, she's sick laughing at you too. That shit bad. Oh yeah, that she was coughing on that laughter she had. This nigga learned. Oh shit, this nigga got empathy when he got sick. He need to be sick more. This nigga got like emotional standards when he got sick. Damn, I might have to go get this nigga. So they'll get you the vaccine because you were telling me earlier how the vaccine is what makes you sick, not the illness, but the vaccine, and that shit threw me the fuck off, and I didn't know how to respond, and now I am baffled. That is not gum, that is candy. We do have gum though. I will get you, but yeah, damn.
You really surprising to be honest.
What?
I surprise you.
You were so close. You are so close to getting your black card back.
Hey, I don't want no God.
You might even be able to say the N word. Look at you. I'm getting there. Getting there.
You gonna post this for some, or you gonna edit this out,
Edit it, I'm sure.
Antonio?
It's fine.
What?
I mean,
What?
I'm okay, whatever you're saying.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing because you know what? He always says, "Oh, I'm going to edit this," and then he never does. So he's probably never gonna edit this as well. And I also wanted to ask, like, who listened to the last time that when you posted?
Hey, listen to a while so
How many people listened to it?
that's 230.
Okay,
Oh, you talking about overall? I don't know. I do not know. But I know the people who personally listened to it. They
Simon,
were very, very upset to find out you were black.
they were upset to find out
That you were black, that you are a chocolatey Negro.
that you wanted them dead.
And
Ah,
I'm just looking to be like, you should die. And tell them why they should die. And I'm very kind and understanding and compassionate in their deaths. Because I understand I should also die at the end of all of this. I don't have a desire to live after having done such. That's gum. Yes, it's just watermelon
this
gum.
is the difference between between everyone else and Americans. And we are talking to an American right now.
Okay.
I'm telling American. They think what they say is right.
There you go.
Yes, you do.
There you go.
All you do.
Okay, most Americans.
All, not even most. All of you do. The way you speak like this is the truth. This is
And
the
this
way
is how
it
it's
is.
supposed to be.
And we move on because I'm American. And I'm cleverer than all of you. I know more than all of you.
Because I've read books.
We read
We've
books.
also read books.
Yeah, but then you would know that what I'm saying is correct. I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. What is correct to you, to Americans.
But you just
Listen,
okay.
and this is
This
why.
this piece was burnt.
And most Americans like don't realize, irrespective whether you're black, you're white, whatever, what you say most of the time is so ridiculous to most of us outside of America because you all feel like you can say whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, and it's okay.
Uh-huh.
And that's just the American way of how it's just American.
I am just going to rebut that by
Let me just say what America is. I'm America right now. I'm American. Fuck you all. I know what is true. I have the power, so I can say whatever I want to say anyway.
Okay, well,
You're-
I am just going to say, as I said before, you are now sounding like I sounded the last podcast. I'm just saying, one of us was right and one of us was wrong.
This is you.
Okay,
I'm not American.
okay. But then Why do you? If what I said last time was absolutely right to the point where you turned around and changed your
I'm not gonna
opinion,
hide any opinion of mine.
okay, then there you go.
I'll always be
Isn't that-
empathetic. If you're an empathetic person, you're empathetic regardless.
You're empathetic.
I'm sorry.
We have go back and listen to the first Black Note flagship.
I'm not, first of all.
There's actually one before this that's a secret one, and I will show you guys how. I will actually pin it in the comments so you can go and listen to how empathetic he is as he explains to you the difference between an orange and a tangerine. Because that was fantastically empathetic. Look at me like that.
Big difference between an orange tangerine.
Okay, then.
Yeah, we're not going back there.
Definitely
We're not going back there.
Oh, that's okay.
We did that for
Those-
all
those-
4 hours. All 5.
So basically, yeah, that's basically who Antonio is. Before he's even black, he's American. That's why
No.
yes, you is.
No.
Yes, you is. This is why.
When it comes down to what I believe in, I believe that we don't have a choice. You might as well do the absolute right thing because the alternative is death.
Donald
That's why I
Trump
do it.
is the real representative of what Americans are.
White Americans.
Americans.
Say when it comes to speaking.
What are you talking about? So as long as he's just lying to you, you enjoy people lying to you. Why do you have a problem with Americans then?
Since when have I enjoyed people lying to me? How is that a thing?
We have the proof of you telling you explaining to me how you want people to lie to you.
You say the messaging.
The messaging, as long as they're lying to you, I will accept an easy lie.
But I said
Even if they're
this.
lying, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
That's what you say.
Mhm.
But you agreed with me that the messaging wasn't right.
No, I agree that the truth is the truth and a lie is a lie. What else do you want from me?
Really? But your truth is not someone else's truth as well. Do you realize that?
It's the sky blue.
No.
Okay, what color is the sky?
Blue is a reflection of the fucking ocean. There's no blue sky. Really?
So what's the color
What's
of
the color of the sky then?
This color has no sky. The sky
What
has
is the
no
color of the sky that
really.
you can see out my window? What color
Yeah.
is it?
It's not blue.
And then what is that?
Really? Like, are we?
What's the color?
We're not speaking about
Is the
just being
sky
a
blue?
reflection.
No, it's not. The blue is the reflection of the ocean.
Yeah, but we're not speaking about it. We're just speaking about how
It's
it
that.
looks.
It's that.
Okay,
It's
then
that.
I will make it
blue
even
or
simpler.
not.
Beyond the sky, what does the universe look like? If you want to see the stars, what is the background of the stars laid upon?
Black.
Okay, so we
The universe is
agree that
black.
it's black. I'm American, you're African. We agree that it's black, correct?
Uh
So then that's the truth, right?
huh.
So then what are you talking about? Why do you say your truth is different than my truth? There's only one
Because you
truth.
first said it was blue, and I was like, no.
The sky.
And I said the sky is blue, and then I said, okay, since that's what your argument, let us go into the universe. What is the
But that's
background?
what
of
I'm
the stars
saying.
laid upon?
But you didn't get to the point where I said.
No,
The
I
point
never get
is-
the point you try to say because you're crazy.
I will tell someone that
Okay.
the sky is black.
But you'd be wrong too. The sky would not be black.
It's not blue either.
Okay. And
Blue
it's
is
not
a
the
reflection
it's not the
of the
reflection.
ocean.
It is not the reflection of the ocean either. It is the only UV that we see with our naked
With our
eye.
eyes.
So it's blue because that's the only color that we see through Rayleigh refraction.
Say something.
Okay, then. Yeah, you Google it, and he never responds to what he Googles. He just like move on,
Okay.
move on.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so actually, tell me a little bit about Africa. I want to move to Africa. Actually,
I will tell you about Kenya, not Africa.
oh yeah, you can only tell me about Kenya.
Yeah.
It's great.
Kenya is wonderful. We just have a shitty president, that's all.
And I was telling him that the reason why I have a problem with the opposition of black people is that they will not release power.
Yeah.
Black people will give up on power.
Mhm.
That we just, at some point, we get to the point where we're like, fuck it. And he said, it's not true.
No, not
Black all people will have power. And I was like, so then what's going on in Kenya?
Uganda.
Okay, not all Africans are greedy, especially politicians.
But the reason, I mean, as I was explaining to him before, the reason that they're greedy is that there's someone behind them encouraging that greed, encouraging that, yeah.
No,
The
it's
other
just
source just self-motive.
That's what I'm
You know,
saying.
but the self-motivation to do what? It's not like they're self-motivated to do what's best for the
To
country,
have it
Nope.
all.
for themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
But who's
No
allowing
one is
them to do
behind it.
that?
No, it's
Themselves.
themselves.
Because
that's what
we've
I'm telling
tried.
you.
I know you tried, but
Yeah, Kenyans have tried. They've
I'm
gone
telling
outside.
you
People
for
have
them.
died.
This is why
And
I
this
keep
guy just doesn't hear, and he keeps bringing
Antonio.
in people
You
who
need to go and stay a bit in Africa so that you can. I always feel like you don't have like because I feel like I've been out here in the West,
mhm.
and so I understand how the West is.
Africa's West too. What are you talking about? You're speaking a Western language right now. You're dressed Western. You live Western. You don't
No, but
live based on your values.
No,
as
but we're
Okay,
different.
when we say the West, it's totally different. When you go there, that's how you're gonna understand our perspective.
But then if you live in Africa, then you realize like you get a different
Yeah,
mentality, right? Like you need
it's
to live
totally
out there
different.
to understand like what motivates people. You realize it's not even like white people that is the problem. It's greed that is the problem.
That's
with
just
these people.
it's just
It's
people.
greed. There's certain people because there are certain people who get power and they do good, right?
In as much
They
as they're
come-
greedy, they'll still do good.
They'll still do good. Like
Yeah.
you balance your greed
And
and
the goodness.
and because we are black, like I'm black,
Mhm.
we see this and we are like, oh, this guy, we know he
And
does some
he's
shit.
doing whatever,
but you know,
at
at
least
least
helping
he-
the community.
But there are certain people
Mhm.
They're just
you
good.
get in,
Like, oh,
you don't want to
Uh-huh.
leave,
Uh,
you make
you don't
things worse.
listen.
People are dying.
People have died. People are dying.
People are dying of hunger.
He
Someone
has
will
been
come,
pointed
you're
out.
living, you have all this, you have Rolls Royces, you have all this shit.
Yeah.
People are dying outside your door.
He has been pointed out by the UN. He has been pointed out by the president of the
You
Netherlands.
come to people who look like you. I am you, Antonio.
uh-huh.
I come and tell you, you give me this power,
Mhm.
I'm going to make sure that you will live a good because you've been living terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I can see, I look at you, woman with whatever the fuck you're doing.
Calling himself hustler.
You know?
Yeah, he called himself because he started selling eggs. So he says he's for the people because he was also a hustler.
I'm gonna get abducted or say whatever.
No, I'm not gonna say it. If I'm missing, you know who did it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and you see, speaking of abductions, you speak one small thing that's wrong about him, or it's right, but for him, no, it's not. You're abducted. You go missing.
yeah, that's America as well.
So that's how he is.
But this is what I'm
That's what the
saying.
fact is.
For us, it's like it's me doing this to me because we are the same people.
But
I'm doing it to myself. Because you're American, you're getting fucked by white people. We're getting fucked by
By our own.
ourselves.
but it's not, I just don't think that it's. I understand that there's Africans doing it, but you can put a black face on a white policy.
I would never blame the greediness of someone on someone else. It's your fucking greed. It's your take accountability for your greed. I'm saying, for example, like the president, right? All this you're going to steal and all this. I'm not gonna blame this on like, oh, this white person is the problem.
Because he
That, no,
imposed
no, no.
this on
It's
them.
you're the greedy
You're also a
person.
person. Yeah, you also
You're the
have your own
greed.
brain.
That's what it's called, putting a black face on a white issue. So you guys think that, like, say if we go to the UN, did you think that like those black people at the UN who was representing Joe Biden were just fuck everybody? We agree that Israel should continue bombing the Palestinians. Those are black people saying it.
I didn't hear nobody saying.
Because you're not, you know what I'm talking about. But you've never seen any of the people, the votes at the UN from America.
Oh yes, you did.
With those black people, There's a black woman who sits on the UN, and there's a black man that sits on the UN, and they kept raising their hands, saying, even though what's going on is crazy, we think they should still do it because anti-Semitism. You think that those black people believe that?
Oh, and they have veto powers as well. This is why I was telling you, you need to come and
I'm asking,
and
do
see
y'all think that
Greece.
those black people believe what they're saying? Do you think that they have the power or the ability to speak for America, even though they're black people in that position? If they say we do not vote, we won't vote, even if America's telling us to vote this way, do they get to keep their position, or do they get replaced by someone who will do what America wants them
Of
to
course,
do?
they'll
It's
be replaced,
replaced.
but it's all with you yourself.
Yeah,
No,
but
that's
that's what I'm
not
saying.
yourself.
You can't
No,
look at the
I'm
black
saying-
face on the white policy.
No, I'm saying that's different.
That's not different. It's the same
That's
thing.
different because you're working directly under someone.
Yeah, someone who's
I know
doing
this one is
evil.
not working
This one,
under
you're not
anyone. He's the
working
president.
directly under someone. You're the person in charge.
It doesn't matter that they think they're in charge. A lot of these people think they're in charge and they aren't.
There are people who are in charge. There are African countries like
Well, let's put that to the test. Who has the power in, say, France? Does Macron have the power in France? Or does the EU have the power in France? Who sets the law?
It's the EU.
The EU sets the laws?
Yeah.
Oh, so then you can be a president of a
Oh, no, it's
country.
the EU, but in Africa it's different.
Very possible, okay?
Yeah, in Africa it's totally different. That's why.
Saying that
That's why you see Sierra Leone. Is it Sierra Leone?
Sierra Leone.
The guy who no, it's not Sierra. There's this guy who overtook the country. He was a militia, and he overtook the country. And there's no president. He brought out the yeah. He put out all the white people. He
was like,
paid all the debts of the country, and there's like they're now creating
all the debts.
currency. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's why in Africa, a country is itself. It's not
You're not a union.
exactly. It's not the same as if we say EU makes the rules.
It's possible. I may be wrong about this, but I'm just saying, not everything is as cut and dry as it seems. A lot of these things, like we in America, we have laws in America where the CIA, the FBI, the DOJ have to give us information every 50 years. If something's 50 years old, they got to give us the information. And we keep getting all of these documents in which America has put its fingers into all of these countries, and we are just puppet mastering them. And we know it because we have the documents that are showing we did this, A happened, B happened, now C happened.
Mhm.
So we know who we are controlling. Do you think like Japan can do what they want to do, or do they have to do what America wants them to do? Like, take, for instance, when we went to war, do you think that those people also wanted to go to war with Afghanistan, with Iraq, with these other? No, they didn't want to. We forced them to do it.
But for this is what I was saying. Like the situation, I was even telling you this before.
Mhm.
Like when it comes to Africa, this is why I'm saying it's not because this whole your whole concept is wrong. The problem is greed.
Greed
Is greed
within our
because
politics.
listen, in Kenya, like a small person, like the smallest politician,
Yeah.
it's not even like a politician because you're not even elected.
Mhm.
Is a village elder, right?
Yeah.
And trust me, if that village elder gets some money to do some stuff in the community, he'll probably steal like 20%,
I'm not saying that that's
like 70%.
I'm not
So
saying-
this is the thing, right?
I
You are village elder. You probably don't even have like a good education
You've
to even
never
know
gone out
what
of
even
village.
America is.
I know, but
Or like where
I am not.
probably not even
I'm not.
don't even know one white person.
I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing from a bigger picture. Like, what's the monetary system in Kenya? Do you guys do like a barter system? Is it communism? Is it capitalism?
It's capitalism.
It's capitalism.
But y'all weren't capitalists before. When did y'all become capitalists?
I mean, like, are we going to go back to colonialism and blah, blah, blah?
I'm just asking, like, when did y'all become capitalists? Like, y'all weren't capitalists before. That wasn't the system in which existed in Kenya, was it? Like there was something before that, right?
Colonialism.
But why did y'all change it? So if y'all changed it due to colonialism, and the white people who put the system in place put it in place for them to have the power, and now a black person is using that same system so he can have power. How is the problem not the person before, like the white people, but it's just not like this black person who's using the same levers? Because I don't understand how a person can stay in power if you don't want him to be there. In America, they want him to stay in power, so Donald Trump is going to stay in power. I just, I just don't see why y'all just don't kill him.
Yeah, the people.
Who?
Just kill him.
The president.
No, the thing is, right? For us,
Yeah.
we don't want what is it called? What is it called when like a country goes into
A recession,
like
No.
civil war.
Yeah, civil
and stuff?
war.
We don't want that.
It happened.
The election
It was
is
really
coming in like
bad.
a few years. Like also, you need to realize
Yeah.
our country is not like
I mean,
Not
of course,
every- not
you're
we're
everybody-
13,
divided.
yeah, you're 13 tribes that think differently, right?
We have 52 tribes.
I thought it was 13 major tribes.
52 tribes.
And
Okay,
each one
so-
has their own minor. Everybody has.
But isn't there a major tribe? Like I thought it was like a branch, like major tribes, minor
No,
tribes.
no, no. They're all very different tribes. We have
Okay, the major
52
tribes, yes, we do have them.
Yeah, like the big tribes, and then you have like minor tribes beneath there. That's what
No, this is
No, the thing
what
is,
happens.
we might have the major tribes, but without the support of the smaller tribes,
You don't have a tribe.
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't have.
No,
You
it's
don't
not.
have a vote. You don't have people, so everybody's divided with that.
Of course.
This is why I'm saying you need to move. You need to go and get a sense of what happens.
This is why
right?
we're teaching them.
Yeah.
We have 52 different tribes,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Say we have an election, right?
Okay.
And there's not like major is depending on like how many people are in your tribe.
Okay.
So say like Beverly's tribe, which is my tribe.
then we just say
Why don't
our
you say
tribe.
our tribe? Why are you saying Beverly's tribe? You're trying to get
That threw me
yourself
off,
out
like-
again, throwing me under the bus, nigga.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So Beverly's tribe.
This
So our
was
tribe.
Beverly's tribe.
for example,
Okay.
has the most numbers, right?
To most people, yeah.
Has the most people. Is the most populated people.
Okay. The
And it's the money-making tribe.
Yeah.
Also
Also that.
Also, you people are like,
We're the white people.
We're the white folk. Okay. You see, that's where it comes out.
that's where it
That's
comes
where it
from.
comes from,
Because
yeah.
that's what I was kind of hitting at. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're the white people of Kenya.
Okay, continue. and again, I said how white he was, and he kept saying, "No, I'm Pan African.
African.
I'm
You know
Pan
where it's coming
African."
from.
Anyway.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so basically an election comes.
Okay. Yes.
There's like two other tribes which are like which have a lot of people, but it's difficult. Like if you want to make government, if you want to have, because we have a presidential system, right?
Okay.
We don't have any of this. Like
Y'all have a parliament,
we have a parliament.
and it's okay. So you have a parliamentary system.
No, we have a presidential system.
Okay.
We elect members of parliament. We elect members of the Senate,
Okay.
and then we elect our governors as well.
MPs
And the
everybody
president.
else. Yeah.
And the president comes with the vice president, the way you guys have it.
Okay.
But we don't have like a college.
Oh no, that's because y'all guys don't have like
But
absolute racism.
in our laws, though, like because we have counties as well,
Okay.
47 counties.
Yeah.
If you are to win,
Yeah.
you need to have at least half.
Half.
So you need 21.
50.
You need 50 plus 1
50 plus 1.
votes.
Yeah.
Oh, 50 plus 1 votes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As in
okay.
50% plus 1 vote.
Okay, I see.
So basically, when we have elections, like these tribes, they have to make allegiances and make like what are they called? Like coalitions as well. like this tribe will join this tribe.
Yeah.
And then they'll come up with someone, maybe someone will be there, and then they come up with the politicians.
Yeah.
And then they'll go against these other politicians.
Mhm.
And then it becomes like a tribal thing.
Okay.
Right? So that's how delicate like our system is. The fact that like just a little, because it's the same. Mind you, these are all, we all feel like we deserve the country, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I have another question. I get the policy part,
Mhm.
but what you guys have had like, what would be your idea or a a person who was an ideal president in Kenya? Like what who was the best president in Kenya so far? And
Mwai
what was it that
Kibaki.
they did?
Oh,
Mwai Kibaki.
Moi
He was called Kibaki.
Kubaki?
Kibaki, yeah.
Kibaki.
he was an economist,
He was an economist.
well learned,
Hmm.
really good. He made education free.
That's why we're more. That's
He
why
made healthcare free,
we're more.
free-ish.
Yeah.
But you are. He sounds very leftist. Sounds very
Yeah.
of the left.
Yeah.
Very
He was
socialist.
very left.
He built so many roads.
So the best
And
president
he
you
had-
had was a leftist.
They're all left, apart from this one who's red.
He
And
was
But how did he get in power though?
this new one.
You see the lies he says, the messaging?
So this is what I keep telling people about messaging, right?
That one.
You need to know how to message to people if you want to get, because this is sometimes.
But okay, I get the messaging part. But my thing is this: now that they realized that they were lied to, that it was just messaging.
Everyone now, that's why everybody
So
went
in the future, they're not going to be like, yeah, this messaging shit. Yeah, fuck that. I just want to see policy.
No, people still, people are still people.
People forget.
People forget. People traps.
People, when they see money, they forget because either way,
we don't. Bribery is not around, but we do it.
What?
So every time there's an election, they give out bribery through food, through money.
No, we get money. I got money. Got a lot of money.
You see, how do you? Did you know he got money?
I got a lot of money.
Everybody got money.
Did you also get money?
And I was not.
Okay, not a lot.
Oh.
I got not even a lot. It was not.
You should your vacation should always coincide with the money.
Why?
If you want the money, if you want them to give you the money, you should be there when they're giving out the money.
Oh no, it doesn't work.
That
like
is a
this.
really bad time to be home.
Also, it
Because
doesn't
there's
work like
tension.
this. Like the money you're getting, like that it's
What
like
is it?
Yeah.
it's
10
like
euros.
$1, like
Exactly.
giving
So
up-
that's
like
why.
the shit that people get on the streets.
It
How
doesn't
much is a
make
euro?
dollars, like
And is a euro back home a euro? Or what is that?
no.
100 shillings is a euro. Like, it doesn't do
Does that
anything.
get you a lot or no?
No.
Nope.
It doesn't do anything.
Y'all sold y'all souls for nothing?
Stop
Yep,
saying yo.
people.
Oh, not you. You weren't there. He did.
No, like €1 will get you like a 2 kilogram
No.
Yep.
No.
flour.
For a dollar?
No, it's not 100 shillings. It's
That's
not.
a lot.
It's
Me 150.
€1 is 140 now. Yeah, it's 140. Yeah.
That's 500.
But shouldn't the
grams.
price go up if
It's 2 kg.
if the money is
I say
100?
2 kg.
2 kg is 150.
It's 140.
Where do you buy that?
It's one even. Listen to. I was at home the other day. Hello.
Where do you buy that? Ma, can I just go? It's not the same.
Okay, maybe it's higher. So
Y'all sold y'all souls.
Imagine for that.
no, but it wasn't that. It was the messaging though.
But it's the
Because
message.
the guy came in and he was like, "Oh, we are going to lower the prices of unga. Unga is
Okay.
It's the
flour.
main staple food of Kenya.
Yeah.
it's like
It's like
flour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like
I don't understand
cornflower.
Like
anymore.
Döner. You see how Döner was a discussion in Germany?
Yeah.
Döner prices, like Döner is 7 euros. We have to take it to 4 euros. It's the same for us with unga, like maize flour.
It's cauliflower, right? And that's like what we eat most.
Mm-hmm.
Ugali.
Like everybody can afford
So
it.
he's like, yes, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to lower the taxes. Taxes went high immediately.
Maize flour,
It went high
skyrocketed.
immediately. Everything went high immediately. Like everything. He was like, I am the president for the hustlers. And he was hustling. He had a wheelbarrow. Now people are like,
How do y'all vote for this Trump ass nigga?
First of all, his what was saying like his thing like his was a wheelbarrow. When you're campaigning and you have like your main slogan thing, whatever. His was a wheelbarrow.
You shall not see this fucking
I knew I didn't vote for him.
this African prince ass nigga.
I did.
How did y'all?
Stop saying your own.
Oh, not you. I know you guys.
But the thing is, he also targeted an audience, which was
Poor people.
old people who were still, where their mindset was still back with the old regime. Like these people,
But
if
he
you
also
speak to
lied.
them, these people, if you speak to them, they believe in the speaking and they believe in bribes. Like, oh,
But
he
he's
gave us
very
money
good.
and
And
all
like
that. That's why.
he's very good at like
Even if
making
I get that and all, and I get that.
and he almost but because you asked like why
Mm-hmm.
like it didn't work like the whole because people are pretty much like he was going to go. People are going to
People were positive about him at that time.
people.
Because
No, I'm saying like when there were demonstrations and stuff.
okay, demonstrating, yeah.
He was. I thought he was going to go.
Yeah,
because
me
they
too.
were really sick.
It was
What
really
happened
bad.
was the opposition was paid some money.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Was paid some money.
But y'all did this. Okay.
The leader of the opposition, who is self-proclaimed Pan-Africanist.
Thank you.
Okay, I believe he is. If you are Pan African, he is as well. I believe it. Y'all will sell y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You are currently selling out your own tribesmen on this video, on this podcast.
He's not a tribesperson. He's not. He's not of the tribe. He's
of some tribe. He's got to be of some tribe, right? Oh.
Anyway, but anyway, tribal discussions. It's like when for example, when we're in Kenya, right?
Okay.
If I spoke about someone from a different tribe, like openly and say this tribe is like this, it would be like if a white person came out in public and said blacks are.
Oh, like you.
That's exactly how.
Of course. Oh, so it's just as
but
offensive.
if the other way, like it's usually like if it's the other way around, like someone from the other side. Oh, but if someone from someone else's came and said some shit about like our tribe, then we usually like we just take it. And then
like we cannot say shit. But
it's like family talking to family.
No, because of
it's
the
like
dynamics.
how black people can.
It's kind of how black people say whatever. It's like whatever black people.
Yeah, but the white people are not allowed to speak.
And people, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So yeah, basically the opposition, and then all of a sudden, because to get like an African Union seat the African Union seat was up for grabs, right?
Okay.
The presidency of the African Union.
Okay.
The opposition leader wanted it. But the laws of the African Union are you have to be endorsed by your country. And that means basically your president has to give the go for you to like run for the seat.
Okay.
So these two guys, by the way, were enemies and have been. This is a long. If I was
it's funny, I like it. It's a lot of hustling.
Yeah.
So these two, there's the opposition leader right now, and then there's like the president right now. They were in the same party, like before 2008.
So
before the 2008 election, they were together in the same party, and then
they caused political thing. How's it called?
They were like
we had violence.
We had like violence.
Political violence.
Because of the election, there were violence.
Because of the election,
it was bad. People died.
People died. And all, and they all went to court.
And it was like a tribal thing. It was like this tribe killing this tribe. And,
like
it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, it was that bad.
That's what I'm saying. We are very sensitive when it comes to tribal issues. So one of them, the president right now, has a case to answer
at the International Court.
ICC.
ICC.
Him and our previous president went to
Exactly. Yes, they did.
him and our previous president went to The Hague.
Yeah, they were all charged.
So what happened was, in the next election,
They held hands together.
they became friends. Mind you,
Yeah.
these two are the previous president and the president right now were like they were on different teams, and it was their different tribes. It was our two tribes
Okay.
who are fighting
Okay.
because the previous president is from a tribe
Yeah.
Okay.
and the current president is from
It's
another
from
tribe.
Okay.
And our two tribes were the ones who are mainly fighting. We killed each other. It was
I can see it. I get it.
and circumcising.
Yeah, no compassion. I get it. I mean, Crips and Bloods. That's what we do.
It's like that.
We don't forget about the church, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He burned people in the church.
I did say that.
I did.
It's good, but not
He's afraid of being a
Anyway,
You won't be adopted in this land. You know what I mean? When you go back
nobody
there.
ain't taking me nowhere from here.
Hey, all right. That got a little rough.
Nope. Anyway,
Okay.
is this interesting to you?
It is. You see, he's interested.
So anyway,
Okay.
I'm gonna mention them by names. Our previous president is called Uhuru Kenyatta.
Why do you say he's called? Like, is that his name?
Yeah,
he's
that's
called-
Did you say that's his name?
I said he's called Uhuru Kenyatta.
Okay. I mean, when you say he's called, that's like a nickname.
Whatever. His
Yeah,
name.
Ameri-
like
American
like
English,
LeBron
British
is
English.
called the King.
But yeah, that's British English. Like we learned the British system when
Okay.
we want to speak. Anyway, his name is Uhuru Kenyatta.
I was trying to think his name
He's
like
the son
the
of
Prince.
the first president.
He's the son of the first president who got presidency after independence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Independence from who?
From the British.
Oh, okay.
So our whole political thing is like we had independence in 1962. Three.
God damn, y'all are young. And y'all doing this crazy.
Most African countries are young.
That is true.
But we are old. Zambia or Namibia is just 35 yesterday.
South Africa just
So yeah.
South Africa is 15 years old, 20 years old.
1990.
I think it was like, yeah, they're young. Like 92, 93. Yeah, they're young.
So anyway, after 1962,
Yeah.
our first president got in Kenyatta because he was arrested, and then
How many years do they serve as president?
5. There are 5 presidential terms.
And then you be voted for 5 years, and then you can be voted again, or you can't.
Yeah, you can be voted again
How many times can you be voted in?
twice.
Okay, so you
For
can
10
you can
years.
serve for 10
it's
years.
the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as
As
you
you
guys.
guys.
Well, America is 4 years.
Oh yeah, ours is just 5.
5, but you can serve for 2 terms.
It used to be longer than that, way longer than that. We became 4 years. Jesus, like in the 60s, 70s. Or something.
Yeah, us too, it was 5.
Well, you guys were
That's
born in the
day.
60s too, so.
No, but then so he became president.
So who wrote y'all Constitution? Who wrote it?
The first one.
Nike.
Yeah. Oh, so he wrote.
No, the first one
No, the first one not
was the
him.
British.
Yeah. And then we changed.
But when you guys get dependence, you didn't change it. So then
No.
the new.
No,
I
it
just
was
kept
like
it.
the first constitution, I believe, was like constituted somewhere in London
Mm-hmm.
between like it was like the whites and like a few black people.
Yeah. The Mau Mau.
You know.
No, it was not the Mau Mau.
No. And shout out to the mama. Mama! We are back with the shout out.
I see that. Good thing.
But yeah, that was the first one.
Because I keep telling you,
It's Ardell.
oh no, he died. Oh, he died. And then the first president.
Oh yeah, he died.
He died.
Then we got another one from the tribe that's ruling right now.
President, like in his 50s, 60s.
I think yeah, something like this. But he didn't stay long. He died.
He didn't stay
I think
long.
a stroke or something.
Oh, that sucks.
And then
Then the second president came from the tribe that's right now ruling. Seems like they don't know how to rule.
oh,
I am sorry, but
Well, what happened? Naming names. You're like, I don't know that part.
his name was Daniel Arap Moi. He's dead also.
Daniel.
Arab more years.
I wouldn't vote for anybody named Daniel.
So anyway, Daniel who was I think he was a teacher, but he was illiterate. I don't know how that. How how that happened.
A teacher that's illiterate.
I don't know how that happened.
That's funny.
But Zelensky was a comedian and became president, so I mean,
It's funny. Apparently, I don't know. He said some bangers.
We're
Apparently,
talking about the 60s. Not many Africans were learned.
we're literate at that.
okay, but if you're illiterate, you're teaching other people to be illiterate.
You know what? And his literacy showed
Yeah, it showed.
over the years.
Yeah, and he took power.
Well, I can't say
for
anything.
20
Oh, he was there for a long.
He was there for 24 years.
Yes.
Something like that.
I mean, but you can look at like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, them bitches.
But he was like very cunning as well. Like
He was not a diplomat. He was not
he was like
diplomatic. He
a
was a
real dictator and stuff.
dictator. Yeah,
And
like you needed
he
to
was
sing
there
his
for
name,
really.
praise him. Yes,
He burned like
That's not even a dictator. That's a cult leader. That's freakish.
that's how it was.
Do you want to be called Daniel? Like as you say, hey Danny, how you doing? Is that
a lot
A
of
dictator.
people don't die.
And you know what he was doing to calm their souls? Giving out free milk to calm Kenyan people's souls.
black people can't even digest milk?
Yeah.
God,
No, we are African. We digested
We
milk
digested
from
the shit out of
from
it.
bar. Yes, eh?
Digested the shit out.
At least you're going to cry milk when you're
Just a goddamn.
Yes, you will have
that
to.
is true. Because
Yeah.
I mean,
We
they
don't
basically gave you cream.
to drink milk from the titty.
Till you're 2 years old.
Teeth, not the titty.
From the titty.
The teeth. A cow has teeth. Don't have
From the
titties.
cow titty.
It's a
Oh.
cow's teeth.
Teat. I know it's teat.
Yes.
It's
It's a
teat.
cow's
Tell
teeth.
me.
Okay, then whatever, man.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, that's what he did. And then he died. No, he stepped down.
Not willingly though.
Yeah.
Okay, it was the thing
Nice.
is. Yeah, you can. He almost killed the person he was going to give power
Give
to.
power to, yeah.
An accident.
Oh,
Because the guy, like, as he was campaigning, got an
He
accident.
got an accident.
what kind of
He
accident?
actually
Crashed into him, or
Like the car, like the
Boom, boom,
wheel
boom,
did
boom, boom.
something, and
Yeah. And he got into
Because-
presidency in a wheelchair.
damn.
because he had even banned like multi-partyism at some point.
Y'all presidency is like a fucking TV show.
Oh, it was bad for those
It
people.
was
People
bad.
are getting
Well, you're
killed,
just being
and
killed.
then died,
Left,
and then
right,
a
center.
roll made on top of your goddamn
Yes.
body.
That's crazy. It's like an episode of like Dynasty or
There
something.
were even like torture chambers and shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep.
Mhm.
Africans we've been doing this shit
Yeah,
to other black
long,
people have
yeah.
been doing black people dirty for a long goddamn time.
I mean, yeah, I know we had Africans who like to eat people. So.
So anyway, come 2002,
Oh, you skipped a bunch of years, but okay.
he was there the whole time.
He was there for 24 years.
Well, I thought you could only get like 2.
Oh no, he kept. You couldn't.
No.
He couldn't lose.
He's a whatever dictator.
At some point, there wasn't. He
Like
banned
he's just
parties.
there. Yeah, like he did whatever he
Oh,
wanted. Yeah.
But I thought you could only get two terms anyway.
That
He
came
was
after.
getting elected
Yeah, he was
in.
just getting.
So he got in like the 70s and was like, I'm staying here to the 2000s.
It wasn't a ballot system. People were
It
doing
wasn't.
lives.
Yeah.
So it's like you get into that line and see. You dare.
Mm.
Dare you to go into that line.
Just a weed.
No, but that's kind of what I was expecting. Like, if this dude is
It was
Yeah,
a line
this
system.
up from 1978 2002. Yeah.
was he the one that ended up going to the Hague?
No.
Oh,
It's
God.
coming. We're not yet there.
Okay, come on. Go ahead, go ahead.
So anyway, in 2002,
Okay.
we have like a multi, like a coalition,
Coalition.
and then all these politicians come together. They defeat the person because he couldn't run anymore.
Yeah, obviously.
So they defeat the
Well,
person.
he couldn't run because he was old.
No, because he had his term limits. because like
He was in for 20 something years.
yes, but then like we fought for like multipartyism,
Yes.
and then in 1992
hmm
we got multipartyism after some time without it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's everything, yes.
So it's like he said, because he was the one in charge, like we are starting fresh. So he started fresh. He did his 5 years and then another 5 years.
That's funny.
I know.
That is funny. It's like, we'll start fresh after I go, though.
But the third president was a vice president Moi too.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
But I do have the question, though. While he was president, was he at least doing good enough that the people were not,
You couldn't say anything
You
against
couldn't
him.
say anything. Like you couldn't do nothing
was
but
he
drink
good?
milk.
Like, even
No, he was. What the fuck are you? I just told you he was buying people.
Yeah.
Okay, but where's he getting the milk from? How many cows does he have to give everybody in Kenya
The thing
milk?
is,
Really?
when you steal, you open your own how is it called?
I mean,
Pasture?
No, companies, milk company and stuff.
Why is that his thing? Why is it not like cocaine or heroin? He's like,
but
No, in
the
Kenya,
worst thing
as
is,
long as you have land, you're good to go.
people are saying the current president is worse than him, and mind you,
Yeah.
he did worse. Than
He did
this one,
worse than
but-
this one.
But they're saying this one is worse.
yeah,
But anyway,
that's because people are stupid.
in 2002
hmm
came a coalition of like different parties, and then we had like our third president. His name was Mwai Kibaki.
Oh, he don't get a shout out?
Shout out to him.
There you go.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay. So okay. I see why he did get a shout out.
Oh, he don't transform the country.
He did.
The country was like
He did great.
the GDP was at like
Was
I don't know
at
at that
good
minus
point.
it was not good. This in like a few years just transformed everything. Infrastructure just things just started.
Improving. Like Kenya started looking like a country more than a village.
It's almost as if being a leftist is amazing.
I remember like when I used to like go from my place to like the capital city, which is now like a 30-minute drive.
Mhm.
It used to take 8 hours. It could take like
It could take.
it could take sometimes even like 15 hours to get there.
Okay, I do have another question though. If you're calling the dictator also leftist, but he didn't do anything leftist, how are all presidents in Kenya leftist?
We did not say he was
Because we
left.
don't have like a right or
We
left.
don't have right or left. We just
No,
have
it's
the
like right or
person.
left is not like a policy.
I know, but we also
It's
don't have that.
politics.
Yeah, but our politics are not based on like that.
No, I'm saying policies are left or right, not like politics. Like you can be a leftist and be a Republican.
Oh no, wait. Nothing is based on that.
It's crazy.
Mm.
Okay, continue.
Our policies are very different. They're
Yeah.
not based on like actual.
Yes.
This is just
It
weird.
is nothing like that.
Anyway, so 2002 he comes in, does a great job. It gets re-elected again in 2000. How many?
7
So in 2007,
hmm
ballots are
the
stolen.
guy.
Ballots are stolen.
So there's like
But y'all corrupt as fuck. I don't even say.
Yes.
there's
Y'all bitches don't stop.
ungrateful as fuck. Get rid of the president
Yeah.
after he done did all this good shit.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm
So
saying.
anyway, the people, the election, blah blah blah. a
The
few
opposition
votes-
leader.
a few votes went in here. I mean, a few.
Electricity went out. A few things
The
were
electricity
stolen.
went out.
The electricity went out the day of.
Things were stolen, and then it came out, and then he's
few
the
ballots went here, there, and someone
Oh.
won. And then because the people who are like the opposition leader, like the guy that I was telling you about, Raila Odinga, his people felt like they had been wrong. They'd been stolen from. And
They
at this
more
point,
likely were.
they were. We don't even.
So why is it they felt? They're like, yeah.
They felt
Everyone stole.
Yeah.
So who stole more?
it is a competition of who did the best.
Okay, then all right. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
So the thing is, at that point, the opposition leader, like
Yeah.
Raila, was in cahoots with the current president,
Okay.
Ruto. Like they were in a coalition. So when when these two people started like the two main tribes, because like this tribe, like our tribe, the tribe that was for the president, started like fighting this other tribe because they started chasing people away from like their.
Oh, the balance? Like
No,
the
the
ability
thing
to,
is, because we are tribes,
yeah.
we also live in different regions. Like this region lives in this tribe, this
Mhm.
tribe lives in this region,
Mhm.
this tribe lives in this region. But we are so many, and we have such a small, like where our region is so small, and we are so many, so we are all over. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And like, because we are like it's divided, right?
Yes.
And we are so many, like our tribe, we are so many, so we are divided everywhere.
Okay.
So we were getting chased out from where, like on our lands and stuff. Like you've bought somewhere else.
Also,
But
so
those
if you
people
live
who live
here
there, yeah,
and this tribe owns this area, but you live here because there's so many of you, they're like, get out. This is our land and this is ours.
they're like, go, oh, you belong to this tribe. This is where we are from, blah blah.
And then they just stole your land.
And they're like coming after you with pitchforks and shit.
But then does your
And
land still belong to you or do they steal your land?
they were basically coming. You have to leave. Like
You have to leave.
Yeah, if you leave, but you still own the land.
Yeah, you still
Yeah,
own
but
it, but
you
you
have
have
to
to
leave.
leave. You cannot stay. You want to die just because you own
got
land.
killed by people because
You can own a land when you're home.
That is true.
Yeah.
So
then what's the point of chasing you off if I don't take your land and your stuff?
It was tribalism at that time.
at that point,
It was
people
just
are rising up and shit,
angry. They did not remember. Oh, I'm your neighbor, so you know
Starting church,
they don't.
starting people, So anyway, after all this, the opposition leader does not get called into the ICC, and the president, who later became president, does not be called. Was not called into the ICC.
Okay.
The instigators.
The people who were considered the instigators were like
there were 6 people, right?
the current president,
The
who was
former
like,
president,
and the former president who was on the other side, right? So they go, and then they. At this point, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
the president, the solution to all this, because like shit was not going well.
Mm-hmm.
This was like around 2007, 2008.
2007, 8.
Mind you, at this point, like even people from like our region were like starting to pull. Like if you have your child in a school in a different region, you're like, no, you have to come back.
We didn't go to school for like 4 or 5 months.
The tribalism was that bad?
It was bad because it's like, no, my child's gonna get killed over there. And
people were burning houses just because, stealing just because, also other people are taking advantage of the fact that this is happening. Yeah, so you cannot go to school when all this is
getting
happening.
circumcised.
Yeah.
There was
Wait, what?
Yeah, there are tribes who don't circumcise. So the tribes who circumcise also.
People are like, oh, you're not grown. You need to grow up.
You need to be a man. Circumcised for free.
That is the most nonsensical thing I've ever heard in my life.
With a machine. Exactly. So it wasn't that.
Oh man! So,
but people,
how good were they at these circumcisions? Were they actual?
No.
Oh,
of course not. It was just.
Yeah, pull back.
Yeah, go with the Lord.
So anyway.
Oh my fucking God. Okay.
These two get into a coalition, like the opposition leader and they get into a coalition.
Okay.
Government.
Yes.
And they rule together.
Mm-hmm.
One becomes the president and the other one becomes the prime minister.
The prime minister, yeah.
After all these people don't died.
Exactly.
Damn, that's so fucked up. Y'all.
So these two people who went to the ICC felt like, oh, we were the ones who are left in the dust. So they joined forces and they ran for presidency.
Presidency against the prime minister who was the opposition leader.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who now the current president, right, feels betrayed by the opposition leader.
Fuck is wrong with y'all?
I know, it's more than the Kardashians.
Because he went and formed a government behind his back.
Before we continue, I can understand now why you think your politics should be exciting, and I think that politics should be like not exciting. Y'all politics is insane. Y'all fucking crazy.
So basically, they form government.
Yes.
With this other guy from the ICC.
Okay.
They took
and
up.
because he has the numbers, and he's the son of the first president, and he can speak well,
Yeah. He's
he
learned.
becomes president.
Yeah.
And this other guy, and then you, the current president, he
Becomes the vice president.
And mind you, these two communities were killing each other. These two tribes
Like
were
10
literally
years ago.
This was like 2 years before these two merged. These two tribes were killing each other.
But so how did they make it work?
Let me
Iran people
forget.
How do you forget a bitch that killed you?
People
No,
forget.
listen,
He
these
cut
two.
your dick off.
Yeah, but
People
listen,
forget.
this guy who is like, because every like tribe has like the person who is like their leader, right?
Yeah.
And this other. So this guy is like now seen as the leader of this tribe, and this other guy is seen as the leader of this tribe. So they go to the ICC together, and they feel like, oh, they've been betrayed by these other two. So
Okay.
they're like,
They
oh,
come together.
they come together, and then because they've come together, obviously the people in their tribes
The people are like,
are like,
okay.
because
Yeah,
okay,
partnership, good.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, it's good because now we're not fighting anymore, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, yeah, the guy becomes president.
The current president becomes the vice president.
Yep. And then in the second term, the vice president decides, oh,
I want to be president.
I want to be president.
And he's speaking.
And this
Listen,
guy,
let me tell
the
you how
president-
diabolical it is. Him speaking in the rally saying the former government. You know why it's diabolical? Because it was the vice president of the former government.
so this guy,
So he's telling them, oh, so he pulling some Drake shit is what he's
no,
doing.
what he did
Uh-uh.
is, he was in, like, the first term is done, right?
Yeah.
In the second term. In the second term, this guy decides, the vice president, yes, he is, decides, oh, I want to be president. But the government I'm in right now is not so popular. So I need to disassociate myself from him.
Oh,
The
so he
president.
throws everybody else under the bus.
And also, he's corrupt. He's really corrupt. He is really bad at stealing. The current
Brutal.
president. Yeah, the current president. So the president is like, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
You,
He calls him out on his shit.
he's
You do it to us.
And he got mad.
so,
Yeah.
so he's bad because he's being called out. Some of his contracts that he's stealing
Yeah.
from gets taken away. He's like, no.
We're not doing this.
You're not gonna take this shit away from me. So he decides to he starts talking shit about the president. He's the vice president, by the way, and about the government.
The one that he's in.
They're not doing shit.
Yeah, they're
blah,
not
blah, blah.
doing. They're not doing. You were inside there. You could have done something to do it.
Exactly.
You know.
It started like
Trifling ass nigga.
I know.
he starts like doing like all this pity party and stuff. Oh, I'm being persecuted. Oh, my police got.
They're
Also, they
speaking
started playing
bad about
games and
me.
stuff. Oh,
Oh.
so basically, like after some time, he forms his own party.
That's so stupid.
He takes underground goons.
He
He made him a vice president.
he he convinces
Which a gangster, a normal ass gangster. He's just like, you my vice president. How did y'all vote for these people?
So now,
Y'all are crazy.
No,
So anyway,
the crowd.
he goes around campaigning and stuff, saying how the government.
He campaigns to the poor people.
He's like, oh, I'm a hustler. We are hustlers together. We are fighting against. So the thing is, he starts saying, this is how he won, right? He starts campaigning on, I've been poor like you people. The president and the person he's supporting, who is the opposition leader,
Supposed opposition leader.
and he was the opposition leader. But then the president joined him. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, me too. I'm also poor.
By the way, like since 2000, and like this guy who I've been talking about, the opposition leader, has been in position for the longest, and I'm talking more than 40 years now, maybe 30 plus.
Mm-hmm.
He's been the opposition leader for a long time. He's been the main opposition. And you know what? Every time he loses, he always finds a way to sneak into government.
Yep.
Oh, so he's a snake then.
It is a very big one.
So I'm about to come to the protest, by the way.
Okay.
So this guy, because this guy, he grew up poor, right? He was born poor, like most people, right?
Yeah.
But the president was the president at the time, was the son of the first president. So he's been rich and they own a lot of shit.
Well, of course they own a lot of shit they've been stealing.
And they've been stealing. The opposition leader as well is rich as fuck. Because his father was also like the main opposition leader at some point. And I've like rich, right? So he's like, it's me, it's us, it's me against these rich people. It's us against
The
these
rich people.
I mean, Donald Trump is saying the same thing, so
Also,
that
like,
shit works on people. For
so
some
it was basically like dynasty versus like
basically.
ordinary people.
Yeah.
Saying like dynasty, it's like them because they've all been politicians, their families are politicians, against me, who is just me, who is the son of a chicken
Who is a
farmer.
hustler?
The son of a chicken farmer.
Yep.
Whatever. Anyway, he comes. Whoa, yeah. He gets elected. Some people die.
Some people die. A handful of people die. Just
Some election officials die.
I don't just like, shit happens. Just like die.
It's something that happens.
Lion that came out of nowhere took one out. Giraffe kicked one in the head.
Msondo, etc.
How do you give another person a shout out to themselves?
IT guy, you know yourself. Anyway,
Yes.
Ruto comes in. He wasn't even elected that long ago,
2 years ago.
So he comes in, people excited, whatever. Yeah. Oh, taxes. First, second month.
How much?
Oh, they just kept on increasing, and the stealing and all this, the corruption, the scandals.
So the taxes are not to better the people's lives; it's just to thicken his pockets.
Yep. So when the protest happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
The protests were because of like the high standards of living and the excess taxes, and people are just like, he needs to go. And this is everyone. This was not even a tribal thing, or it was actually like a young people thing. It was like a Gen Z led protest. They went to the streets, protested. A few people died here and there.
Why are you saying a few people died as if they just happened to die? They were killed.
You were killed by the police. Rest in peace. But rest in peace to those people because it was so sad.
It was young people.
So young.
The people who actually, it's my age. Not even my age. I'm even old.
Like,
people who were born in the 2000s and 2002. Yeah.
Oh, they were in those streets. I was so proud.
They were. Yeah. It's like saying.
But they killed those.
They were really dying. So like it was really peaceful. To be honest, it was a peaceful protest, but they just killed them just because they just used to buy. Exactly.
And so we start protesting again, and the government, they start putting like some goons in the protest, like
to make it look bad.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That thing was.
So what happens is the opposition leader.
I'm tired of this man.
There's the African Union seat is about to be vacant in a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to be the president of the African Union.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But like I told you, according to the laws, the African Union laws,
you need to be endorsed by your president.
You need to be endorsed by your country. In your country, your president, like your president needs to sign that they endorse you for the seat. So this president has always said, we will never fuck with them. We will never fuck at them.
Why do you say them? Like
fuck at them. He didn't say that. But you know what? He said worse. I was just paraphrasing. It was too much what they said.
Fuck of them.
Anyway, he's like when the protest he joins basically government. Tensions go low.
Yeah.
And he gets his endorsement.
He loses.
He
He loses miserably.
He goes to the
union.
To the African Union. And by the way, he campaigns vehemently.
He does.
He campaigns.
Just commercials everywhere.
And by the way, he lost to a
Djibouti man. Exactly. That's how you know you're really a loser. Because someone from Djibouti, who even thinks about Djibouti?
Djibouti is it's an okay country.
It's small country. For people to actually, you're from Kenya. You should be known,
That that messed up. To a nigga from Djibouti. What the fuck? That is so bad.
All my African brothers, I respect you. But this was not.
This was not it.
This was not a small loss. This was a huge loss.
Where?
Your
Djibouti.
But it was just everything, and he lost because of his alliance.
Yeah.
With his president.
With his president. Yeah, people are like,
People are like,
This is how you're gonna do us.
But also because this president, like his stance on many things African are just not like within the African continent.
Yeah.
He's making us look bad. You're making us look bad. And he's gonna hear this.
Djibouti.
You're making us look bad. Shame on yourself. Yeah, basically that must be our history.
Yeah, and now we are waiting for him to get out. And you see what's diabolical at this point? He wants to increase the presidential terms.
Of course.
To 7 years.
Oh, he wants more time.
Exactly. To do nonsense, to do nothing.
Never allow this. They want to steal this election, and they're not going to be able.
They will not.
It's just not going to. They want to.
No, this is the most hated president. He is.
Lost to a bitch from Djibouti. That is the funniest.
That's the funniest. That was the highlight of Kenya.
We lost to Djibouti. This is how
embarrassing. How
because I felt because the thing is like when you're running for like the country, we are voting for the country.
Yeah.
Because
you made it sound so bad. This bitch lost to somebody from Djibouti.
Because you don't know what Djibouti is.
It's a country, yes.
It's not. Yes, it is.
But it's trying.
Dry ass country.
What would I say Djibouti for you to understand?
I can get it. I get it.
Djibouti is like Nicaragua.
No.
Yes. Do you know Nicaragua? Exactly. He knows Nicaragua. It's like Nicaragua. Coming from someone who knows people from Nicaragua, and I know how Nicaragua is. It's like I think even Nicaragua is even big. No, it's like Nicaragua. Yes.
That is so funny.
Yes.
It is.
Why y'all just?
I don't even know whether I've ever met anyone from Djibouti.
Why are y'all talking shit about people from Djibouti?
I'm not talking shit about. I'm just.
It's not talking shit. No,
I'm actually talking shit about people
from our country.
Yeah.
Like we are saying, we were embarrassed to lose.
I was embarrassed. It's embarrassing.
That's so funny.
Just because someone decided to go and form a friendship with someone who's really hated in the country. And that's how you lose votes.
Okay.
Like so stupid.
Okay. I am serious. I'm serious. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
It's like you've been doing the worst things. Even about the whole Congo situation. Ridiculous. Because we are the main peacekeepers.
Yeah.
Who go into Congo, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Peacekeepers.
We go into Congo.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. We went Congo just the other day. Yes. Yes. We do a lot of peacekeeping. So by the way.
You've seen all the drama we've had. Will you believe that they do peacekeeping?
No.
We are the ones doing
No,
peacekeeping in
yeah,
Haiti right
it's
now.
true. Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
We're the
that
ones
is true.
who,
You
yeah,
guys do have the soldiers in Haiti.
Come back.
come back.
Because
That is uselessness.
y'all are embarrassing us, first of all, over there. Because I don't
What are they doing? Let me tell you, 2025, we've been embarrassed.
This thing don't went into a battleground. I'm like, federal bomb was not. This nigga's my man. We are going back. We are going back.
Oh, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
They should be ashamed bad themselves. Out here embarrassing us. I was so embarrassed. Some of these videos is just no. Also, like while we using up, you know what happened with this whole Haiti mission?
No.
The U.S.
Yeah.
promised a bunch of money.
And they didn't give it to them
No, for us
to go do it.
to go do it.
Yeah.
iPhone is
The thing with like and this is why I always tell people, like especially like black people and like people in general, go to Africa, like a country like Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria.
like the developed countries.
No, I'm just mentioning like countries which I know are very like strong like they're very
Democratic.
strong democratically. Like you can exercise your democratic rights easily. Right?
Okay.
Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, and Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria as well, because we can talk however we want, right? Like in Kenya, you just go and say, "Fuck the president," or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it is what it is. In Uganda, you can't even. You know what they made? You shout out to Uganda, by the way. You need to the way
Uganda.
feel someone saying in Uganda when they come to Kenya, they feel like they've gone abroad.
They've gone
I'm like,
abroad.
That is the funniest
It
thing.
that is sad. That is so
It's
sad.
very sad.
Because they can say whatever, they can do whatever, it looks much better. Anyway, shout out to him saying, don't be out here killing people and shit. What else do you want to know about? Oh, last thing.
Okay.
Regardless, or my favorite word, which apparently doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, irregardless does not exist.
It does.
Regardless
I've
exists.
told him a lot of time it doesn't exist.
I know it doesn't, but it's really good. It's a really good word.
Regardless exists, but irregardless does not.
No, I know it doesn't, but it sounds so good.
It's two double negatives.
I know, but it
Okay.
sounds so good.
Okay.
Regardless.
All right then.
Kenya is one of the best countries you ever go to.
Yeah.
Like in terms of basically everything.
But that's what you could expect from a country that has culture, that has good people. You can expect that, but you won't expect that in a country that has none of that. Like people like I want to go to America. No, you don't really want to go to America.
No, I really don't want to.
I've never felt like I want to go to America.
too.
You know,
Yeah.
I've never really felt like the need to go to America because I just feel like, why would I want to go to a place where I could die any
minute.
by just so easily?
My skin.
It's just no.
No. Just because I'm existing, it's a problem for somebody else.
Yeah.
No.
But this is the thing, like, see, like how all black people hate police,
Yeah.
including us,
Yeah.
Yeah, including us.
including our own police,
Mhm.
right? But the difference is, like, when I'm in Kenya, like, if a police, like, if I'm doing some shit, right?
Yeah.
Police come over, I'll be like, yo, come on now,
This is why criminals are
come on
at
now.
large.
This is how
We call it zamacho,
we are like,
Oh, okay.
T.
we are-
Look, squeeze a little
For
palm.
the eye.
but I'll be like, if the guys, I'll be like, you're like my dad, come on.
Yeah, I know. We don't have to
like,
go
this
this
is
far.
how there's I'm black, there's that kind of there's like we are the same person.
Don't say that's empathy.
It's not even empathy.
That's
No, there's like
corruption.
That corruption. That's true. That's
Yes.
That's real. That's black shit.
Just
But I don't even let it go.
embrace
It's like just take what you're taking. Just take.
and takes this, you know.
Yeah, here's a few dollars, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Go get yourself something to drink. Come on now.
Yeah. Get your wife some meat. She'll be happy.
Don't say that. That's a weird way to phrase that. Go get your wife some meat.
Oh no, that's what we say.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they know wives, you give them meat, they're happy.
I didn't like none of this.
No, we have
Not
this
that.
meat.
You be out here doing that.
No, we don't mean that meat. No.
I ain't doing that. I'm just saying it's weird.
We have this meat, it's called nyama choma.
Okay.
Yeah, it's barbecue meat. And this meat,
Tumbo's meat.
it's good.
Did you say Matanga's meat?
Mutambi's meat.
I'm not.
Who is Mutambi?
That's no, I'm not.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that's how it is.
This is the quality
You know what I
that the
feel
people
like?
want.
Honestly, like about Kenya, like this is me being very honest. I feel like the country is not like talked enough about how about what it is
Yeah.
or how it is, right?
Okay.
We are more democratic than America, I feel like.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
We are more educated for sure, 100%.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can see America.
We're just more everything.
Yeah, I didn't say that. Yeah, it's true. You are.
We are more corrupt though.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
No,
correct.
no, no.
Mm-mm,
Yeah,
Nigeria. No, Nigeria.
The president of the United States is selling Teslas on the goddamn front, the White House lawn. What are you talking about?
Nigeria. We are not more corrupt. Nigeria is very corrupt.
Yeah, that's terrible.
With their old president.
America is selling green cards for $1 million each.
Oh, is it green card?
The green-
Oh, they were saying gold.
They're calling gold cards because you can pay for it, but it's a fucking green card. Come on, y'all need to catch up with our corruption. Y'all gotta catch up. Don't be out here.
They're making it clean.
Exactly. And then and all these people who are like, no more immigrants are like, Donald Trump said he's gonna sell gold card.
Because I feel like
But I think the gold cards are much more bad than the green cards because now you're giving access to people who, you know,
Yeah.
who are much worse than the ordinary citizen. Because if you have money, you have more power.
Yeah, more power. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if we only reduce corruption, but like not even
Where? Gesundheit. Where?
even like guys, like even if like just 50, if you just cut out like 50%, that's it. We're going places. Because also like everywhere is like green when it needs to be.
Yeah.
The city looks great. The like
I've
everything.
seen the roads, the cities, the
Also
y'all party buses. I don't understand why y'all have party buses.
oh no, that's
It's not party bus. It's bus. It's normal
It's
bus.
a normal thing.
It's
It's all
just it
culture,
cures
it's just-
depression. It does. Let me tell you something. You have you see how you have a long day to get to work and you just
I'm
didn't
not
want to
gonna
eat.
lie. There was a time I was so mad.
About the party buses?
I was in the bus. So this
No, this bus is cure depression.
the conductor was like, "Yo, this is a bit too much. Come on." Because the goddamn bus is not even. It's even like it was so loud because it has like the bass on
The
some of it
speakers.
is just too ridiculous.
Okay, sometimes, yeah.
Because some of them are even like under
Under the seat.
Really,
Yeah.
like does every seat have to have a fucking screen
Speaker.
and like a speaker and shit? Like really, do we have that?
For you, it's being old. It's okay.
I want to sleep after
Go home.
work.
Buy your own car.
This is
Buy your own car. Buy your own car.
Can you just reduce the for your own?
Exactly. Let me tell you, you know what they tell you? If you have a problem with us, go buy a car.
Give up.
They don't.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, they don't.
Their grandmothers in there.
Yeah. You
Mind
start
goddamn
complaining all this to
Goddamn
mind your
business.
business. Buy a car.
That is so funny. That's the funniest thing I heard in a while.
So this is why that's why we have different type of buses in Kenya. But one of the best buses right now has been cancelled because they killed someone
Oh.
because of not paying
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, like-
So they chased this person out and he died.
That was the best one as well. Oh, that
It was one of the best. Yeah, it was a quiet
Oh, no,
bus.
it
It was
wasn't
like
quiet.
it wasn't.
And then it depends on the routes. Some of the routes were it depends on the routes. Yeah, the routes
No,
for
that
West
bus, bus was chilled.
No. I used to use that bus every day when I was going to work.
From where?
From Thika. From Makongeni, first of all, from Makongeni.
Those ones allowed.
All of them have, but depends on the
Because I remember when I used to take from where I used to be in Power and then we just used to hear Kiss
In the
and
morning?
classic. Yeah,
In the
classic
morning.
105.
Yes, in the morning.
Even in the evening.
They should
They
have
didn't
like
play all
they
like
had
okay,
like
it depends where you come from.
like in the morning they'll try to like be they
No.
even put on like gospel songs and shit.
Yeah, like to start the day off.
Oh, you just
You finish the day.
at exactly 8:30 a.m.
That's funny.
Which bus?
And you'll be sure, if you came into like Kenya, like into those buses, you'll be sure. And also, you've seen the pictures, right?
See them, they're beautiful.
You might even find yourself up on those. You might find yourself
Yeah,
on one of
it's
their
true.
buses. Because at this point, who is it? Which American is it with this goddamn? But
So funny.
so on with every politician that has ever lived. So there's even a Donald Trump. Did you see the Donald Trump one?
Mhm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Y'all are a trip and a half.
We are such a ridiculous people. It's too much education sometimes is not a
It's not a good thing sometimes. Yeah, it just leads to too much
But you
independence.
still gotta admit that's pretty funny. That's pretty fun. That's good country. That's good.
You come to Kenya, you'd be shocked at the amount of ridiculousness, at the amount of educated ridiculousness happening.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Because you're going in, you're looking at all this, you're like, how did these people even know about this? Some of these people, right? And then you're like, you go in,
That's funny.
the thing is so pimped out. It's like, what?
They look like they have the most fun, so I don't care what nobody says. You can still being a hater.
Yeah, people
Like they said, get your own.
You know what I'm saying? At some like when you're going and you're feeling like a good time, it's the best time, right? And because the mixes, right? Also, shout out to Kenyan DJs as well.
what they do.
The best DJs.
Oh yeah, our DJs are the best.
We have the best DJs.
Yeah.
I will never argue with this.
It's not even up for debate.
It's not up for
Nope.
debate.
Nope.
I don't know if those Israelis got some DJs.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
They don't.
They don't. I'm just
They
playing
don't.
with them. They don't.
No, we have the best DJs because they mix everything
So-
and anything
And the
and
mix
make it
is
so
so
nice.
mixed, and then it's like
Yeah, even though they don't understand Latin, even if they don't understand Persian, even
you're
but
gonna
they mix
hear-
it so well.
you're gonna hear the most recent Latin,
Yeah,
hip hop, whatever,
like
old
they're
school,
usually
everything
up to date.
will be in a mix.
Yeah.
In an 1 hour mix, you hear old school, new school, Latin, black, white,
Everything.
everything.
Why are you on a
Pop,
bus for an
hip-hop,
hour?
pop.
How long are y'all on these buses?
Yeah, it depends where you're going to.
Being fucking traffic and shit.
Yeah, we have traffic too.
Also, the bus
Rush
stop,
hours and
you
stuff.
know,
Yeah,
is
and everyone
dropping off.
Yeah.
Because
Y'all have nice roads, though. I like your roads.
some of them. Goddamn president don't want to do nothing.
this current president is doing nothing.
But the roads are good though.
Yeah, they are.
They are very pretty.
And our malls are also pretty.
Nice and slick.
Like when I
Our
drive on
president has just ruined everything.
When I
This
see
man,
our-
I'm not even saying our. I did not even vote for him. Let me not speak. He's not my president.
Not my president.
No.
Hashtag not my president.
He's unfortunately
So you voted for him?
I did.
What do you mean he's not?
Because he's the president. What do I have to? What can I do? He's the president. He's all of our president because he's the president. For now.
For now.
I mean, unless he changes the The Constitution, because
He's not changing shit.
that's what they tend to do when they get in power.
I know he's trying to do that
He's
shit.
trying to.
Because you know what? The body that is supposed to like
The ICC?
No.
Oh no, the
IBC.
EBC.
IBC.
That one.
The body
See, I
that's
don't even
supposed to
remember
like
our country.
hold elections is not even made yet.
The guy died.
No, he was
Chebukati.
no, I'm saying but his term was already done.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have like a certain term limit. Like, it's like a presidential. But basically, the president doesn't want to constitute like a
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the election?
Mm-hmm.
the board, like the body that makes
the electoral board.
the body that is in charge
Oh,
of
okay.
the election doesn't have ministers, doesn't have a council of
Doesn't have
whatever,
nothing.
it has nothing.
Wait,
It's
so
zero.
So that doesn't just happen automatically. The president has to summon them.
No, he doesn't have to summon them, but he's in charge
Appointing.
of like appointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he doesn't appoint them,
He
it doesn't
has to
automatically
appoint
happen.
people, and then they have to be approved by
the parliament.
So if he doesn't appoint them, y'all just don't have it.
Yep. Like right now, we don't have it.
And no one thought that was a little bit of an oversight when y'all were doing y'all constitution.
Our former president
But that's like how
was good. This one,
it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, but
it's just unfortunate. It
on
fell
him.
on the wrong hands.
The contract.
And it's always going to happen. I mean, because like just because you give someone like Barack Obama or Joe Biden powers
doesn't mean that the next one.
that ain't gonna, like you're gonna get Donald Trump who's got those same powers.
So basically, like even like the members of parliament who've been dying, like once you're dying,
They're dying. They're dying because they're old, or they're dying because they're just dying.
In Kenya, you don't die because you're old.
Oh, you just.
If you're in the parliament, you don't die because you're old.
Oh, so you get like a Russian death is what's going on there.
I don't know. They die because of like issues like sickness and stuff like this.
Imposed sicknesses.
No, this really.
Most of them imposed sicknesses.
No. Most of them actually die of natural sicknesses.
Mm-mm.
Really? 100%. Really?
No. Cancer is not a natural sickness.
What?
Cancer?
It's not a natural sickness.
Most of them die of cancer now.
Yeah, it's not a natural sickness.
It's weird that all of y'all politicians are dying from cancer. That's strange.
It's not all of them, but most of them.
Most of them.
Even if a majority of your politicians are dying from cancer, does the majority of your people die from cancer?
No.
Then how does that make sense?
Because they have.
So you go into politics, and all of a sudden you get like cancer.
No, I'm not saying all of us. It's just I don't know. Anyway,
Don't that sounds a little weird?
That's what I'm saying. But
like,
he doesn't want to believe.
If you go into like Japan,
no, but
they die of cancer because nuclear missiles.
No, but I'm saying for them specifically, it's like it's not even like it's people who are against like the government or anything. It's happening to random politicians randomly.
I understand that it's happening to random politicians, but if you have you have a parliament of 10 people, and 4 of them just randomly die of cancer. Why would that happen? That's strange. You don't think that's strange?
But we don't have a parliament of like 4 people. We have a parliament of like we have
water.
We have a lot of people.
Yeah, but even if that's y'all are drinking all the damn water. I got to keep going and get more water. Okay.
Because I'm drinking more of it.
I mean, it's faucet water, so y'all do that.
Yeah. So basically,
them Brita filters are the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get.
I bought myself one too.
I have like the like the bottle ones that are supposed to have it work. I have those too. Just like sport bottle ones.
I'm gonna get me one of these as well because
it's convenient. The water tastes good.
Really good. Because you know the water how the water tastes.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
My skin has also been.
Thank you. I said the same thing. They have hard water here.
Yeah, you have to buy
it straight there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Swedish, we got the Japanese one.
Yes.
I saw it's on
Lyric.
It's on
when I was saying that you got hard water. The water in this country is. I come from America, and we will bathe you in radiation, and the water is softer than here. It's like getting hit with rocks in this country. It's terrible. And I keep telling this because black people have sensitive skin. It's just nasty.
But it's just because our skin is black. Like when it becomes white.
There's a dead skin cells that are being killed by the nasty water.
It's really hard. It's not out.
I agree. You know, if you just don't do anything to your shower head or whatever, it's covered in like calcium.
I remember because I was born in like a rural, I was born in like a village, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't even have any. I remember when I was born, like electricity poles hadn't reached our village yet.
Electricity in some areas in Kenya is
Like
a
our town.
luxury.
So we had solar power.
That's actually pretty cool.
And we are the only ones.
The problem
had,
is
like,
when there is no sun.
I remember we are the only ones who had a TV for like a couple of miles.
This rich ass nigga.
I know.
And people used to come to watch like WWE on Sundays.
Oh, so that's how you had friends. I was wondering.
Mhm.
I lived there when I was young, so I don't even remember anyone. I remember though,
I know you don't remember no black people.
but we used to go and swim in the river. I remember like it was so fun.
The people that were like, oh,
Are you okay?
Mhm.
Are you in an ocean?
Yeah, exactly. Not river.
Sure.
I did too. Oh, actually, I lived on both sides.
You live
Like
in
my house
Florida,
was
right?
here, and the ocean was on both sides of my house.
Oh, in Florida.
Yeah. And you seen my house before, right?
No.
Show me.
I showed you it. I have like I put it on YouTube to mess with somebody.
But
Because
did
I was like,
you tell me
you
that's
poor.
your house? Like,
Yeah, it's my
You didn't
house.
show me.
I didn't.
No.
Okay, I'll show you. Because I was messing with a person that was arguing with me on.
but is that the house you were raised in, or
No, that's the house I purchased. That's the house that I was rebuilding. I had made it into a during COVID. I had made it into like a not a bed and bath. Like I just opened it up to let people stay with me during COVID.
Okay.
like your siblings, or
No, just people.
Just
Random
people?
People.
Okay.
not random though?
It was random. It was well, not all of them were random. Like it was like some people that worked with me, some people, and then they brought people, and I didn't know who they were. So. And then, but that was around the time.
You have too much trust.
That was around the time when I sold the ranch, right? Yeah, around the time I sold my ranch.
Did you know her at this point? Like,
I
when?
was here for like 12, 13 years.
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
this.
Yeah, I've known for a while.
What?
I told y'all.
Crazy. As if we weren't together.
No. He meant with us. 12
It's like-
years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
No, you didn't
You know
tell us
what?
12 years.
Yeah, I told y'all that I've known her since I was like college and all this other stuff.
You need
Oh,
shit.
it is her.
That's her, the crazy bitch.
He's in love.
No, you didn't say she's crazy. But you said you're with.
You know what?
That's the one that she got like
That's the one that won.
Yeah.
she got like slurs, boy. I'll tell you. There was this one time where her dad was like talking to us, and she's like, "Oh, well, this is what happened." It was like I was sitting like right here, and she was like, "What was it?" We were talking about Donald Trump, and you were like, "You know, people that kind of look like this, like this."
That's not what
What happened? And I was like,
I thought.
"It wasn't." She was like, you know, like this. You know, people that look like this.
But you know what? Even if you did do that,
It is okay.
Antonio, the amount of shit
The
Antonio
amount of
has thrown at you.
This guy speaks.
I put it something for black people, and I was.
So she say black.
Because he was the only one.
Like how she say
right?
black. I
But
don't even like how she
It's
say black.
okay. He speaks shit too.
And
the
then
amount of shit Antonio
Speaks,
says, you
yeah.
didn't even say
He didn't say
anything.
anything.
Okay.
That's okay.
Like,
don't try to train my hunk. I got my hunky trained.
they've known each other.
You should have.
12
This
years.
is why. This is what's feeling a bit of. Now that you've known each other for. This
That's
makes no
why,
sense.
yeah, this makes sense now.
Because then we were sitting. We were like sitting.
What did you have with the ranch? 'Cause this is
I
interesting.
had one cow. A ranch with one cow, and we had like a river, and that's it. And he was like, that is waterfront property. We can sell it for a lot. Baby ass rip.
One cow.
Yeah, one cow. When Steve tried to sell the house.
Okay, talking about me. No, I just wanted to also say because sometimes
Why?
no, because I thought you were going to talk about.
Oh, but we used to call everybody spirit truckers and
No,
tar babies,
like we used to
and
play,
porch monkeys. I was like, what the?
we used to play like a game with a few friends in
Mhm.
America and Brazil, and he just randomly told them like, "Oh my God, Laura calls me the N word every day," and they would be like, "Oh my God, she's so racist," and I'm like, "That never happened."
Because
now he says, "Oh,
because
she called
again,
me a
she's
spirit
a
trucker."
she. Yo,
We listen, we don't judge.
what? I judge it. She's like spirit trucker. She just like, oh, feels so good.
Spirit what?
A spirit trucker. That's because you are not an advanced racist.
Yeah, Chaka.
Oh,
I don't speak Chaka.
Yes, you are what they would call a spirit trucker. Yes.
That is so racist.
Oh,
I never said that though.
She
You just
did.
tell that to everyone.
I know you didn't say it.
I just-
Exactly, just says it.
no, she did.
You need to stop defending.
Yeah,
And
you
she
need
was
to
like,
stop
she was
defending.
like, she was like, oh my god, Dad, this elephant herder. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Y'all gotta catch up with these racist slurs that she be coming up with. That shit be fucking crazy. Like,
I
That
don't
sounds
think
like
she does it. Yeah, that's like,
no. We were watching a TV show and she was like, he said coon. What is a coon?
No,
And I said,
asking him what does that mean.
I mean,
He was like,
it's okay to
it's
work.
okay to ask.
Mhm.
nah, she know that because I call her coon ass nigga all the time.
So that's why you don't want her to
know.
know.
Nah, she know what a coon is.
If I asked you what the N word meant and said the N word, then I would understand that.
You say it all the time. You can say it now. Just say it.
Saying that.
She
Anyway, I did not know what that
She was like, I love saying the N word. It makes my teeth white. Nigga.
You know,
I don't believe
this
that.
sounds
We
just
don't.
like-
This sounds like Antonio written all over it.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
How y'all gonna trust the white man over up? You influencing her. I see it. I see where it's coming from.
This is
I see where it's
a
coming
woman.
from.
I'm a woman. Please, that it's a difference.
White women and black women are not the same.
Please.
Oh, that's your sister over there, huh? Is what you're saying? You know how happy she is. She's over there like,
No.
a woman says she my friend. Because I told her if a black woman dragging your ass in the streets, I'm gonna ask her what you did.
Okay, that's true though.
Thank you.
That's true.
I'm like, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
get
but
mad.
to be fair, that would never happen.
But that's something she will never. I don't think she will do that unless you instigate it.
No. She says some flipping shit to black people all the time.
That's,
We were literally talking to about AOC, and she was like, "I wish she'd stop talking so much.
That
She'd
is
be so
not-
much prettier if she just not talk."
That's not
No.
who said that, but I did.
But you did say it.
Say
Bitch.
she looked prettier with
When she looked prettier,
mouth
she would.
closed. I understand.
Nah, you would have dragged that
I
bitch for that, right?
understand.
That bitch would have been in the streets looking crazy.
That was literally only about the looks itself. But I understand the racial background of telling a person of color, especially a woman of color, to shut up.
But how'd you find that out? Did you figure that out on your own, or did I
No.
yell at your mom? Don't touch me, hunky. Bitch, I'm gonna punch you out your damn chin. The fuck is wrong with
I
you?
got through this one.
but it depends. You know,
Human being.
sometimes American women do talk a lot of nonsense.
Oh, no. Let's not talk. Let's not do this. I'm not. Not Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. We are protecting that woman at all costs.
Hey,
No, I'm not saying her, but I'm saying sometimes some women just speak.
I hate that bitch.
You
This
see,
is a
you
hard-
protect her
doesn't
yourself.
matter for whoever. Alexandra or whatever Cortez.
For me, if you don't make sense, you don't make
We're
sense. So
protecting you too.
even I know when I don't make sense.
of this broad that says nothing but nonsense all day. You like, oh, she's just a woman, so we friends.
Why you hate AOC?
Oh, because she's a traitor.
Because she didn't know.
No, you don't know American politics, so it's not even worth even discussing.
Don't know.
No, you don't, nigga.
I don't know. So you do.
I feel like you don't, cause you don't. But yeah. I like how you sided with the white one. That's
If it's gone, no.
I don't know. I think that's fair.
Where's the
Why are
gun?
you eating all the gum? I don't understand. Why are you so laced up on gum?
Because I love gum.
Really? Okay, I can find more gum and be fine.
I forgot my gum at home. Otherwise, I won't have disturbed you with that.
Oh, are we at the end of the podcast now?
Oh, okay, you can do whatever you want to do. You want? I
was looking for
I
an
was wondering
explain.
how long has it? What now?
I was looking for an iPhone charger, but you don't have one.
They should all have the same C clip.
No, my phone died. My phone, and I had to buy, I had to buy a new iPhone. An old new iPhone.
An old new iPhone.
14. Not with a Type-C charger.
Okay, how long has this been? I don't even know. I can't even see it. Oh, it's only been. This is the shortest podcast we've ever done.
Because we have nothing.
No, we had some.
Just
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
It didn't need it to be too long. It could have gone on, but we don't need it to be too long.
Yeah.
That's true. That was fun. It was actually pretty good.
And plus, you were from work.
Until the end, when y'all started helping the white man. I know I can't be trusting these kings. God damn.
Also,
Except for Beverly not a coon. You know you're a coon. Okay then. Whatever you want to call it.
it's the thing you're looking for.
You've seen Django Unchained, right?
Mm-hmm.
How come she saw it and you the only one that never
I
seen it?
don't watch movies. I don't watch movies. I'm not a fan of movies.
You know,
He's an old man.
What?
Mm-hmm.
oh, he watches. Yeah, because he watches TV. He watches TV. He says he watches
When I
TV.
say I like TV, I like TV shows. Like I like series, not like TV movies.
But you're still an old man, Alpha.
Because of what?
But that is strange. You've never seen? Okay,
I've never seen what.
let me see. If Kona wasn't so loud, I'd actually show you the ranch. That dog is so loud.
But like a ranch, like a cow. Really, one cow is a ranch.
We had a
Why
lot of
didn't you have
cows, but
chicken?
well, it was a beef ranch. Why would I have?
No, it was a beef ranch.
Yeah,
Okay.
But why didn't you have one cow?
But why
it's the only one we
cow?
had left, and I couldn't sell her.
So where did you take the cow? You ate her?
Oh, when we sold the house, people got the cow too.
Oh, you did not eat her?
Oh, I ate the cow.
Because it's me.
It's for eating.
No, well, the reason why I had the house was a tax cut, and as long as there's animals grazing on it, it's a ranch, it's a farm, so you get a tax cut for it. The house basically pays for itself.
Okay, makes sense.
So I wasn't going to.
Yeah, for us, we would have just
yeah.
slaughtered and eaten it.
I understand that. Goddamn Pan Africans.
Oh no, we eat them.
We hey, that day is a celebration. Woo! And alcohol.
I don't know if she was. Well, she was a big girl, so I guess she could have
We
eaten.
might get some few goats just to make it.
Some few goats to make it a big celebration.
I think it was called My Turn, Your
And
Turn.
we just say it's
I
celebration.
don't think we even like if it's a celebration. If it's just cow, we need to put in some goat.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Do you guys eat goat?
We eat goats,
They do
yes.
eat goats.
I'm
American.
black.
Yeah.
We eat goats. We eat gators. We eat all of that.
Because we love the goats. We love a goat.
A good curry goat is really good.
Yeah.
A goat tail.
Barbecue.
We like a good barbecue.
We don't eat the whole goat though. We just basically eat like the tails and stuff.
That's all.
That's pretty much it.
You mean you just eat the tail?
to toe.
We don't eat the whole goat because we don't want to kill the goat. We want the goat. The goat can live. We just want the tail.
What?
That's it. We don't eat the tail.
What?
Eh?
Yeah.
Tail of a goat. Where's the meat inside there?
Well, you need a lot of goat tails.
What?
Yeah, a lot.
What?
We don't eat the tail. We don't eat the whole goat.
What?
I
Am I hearing right? I'm not.
know, right?
Oh.
That's just soul food. We don't eat the whole animal. We don't want to kill the only whole animal we eat is like a turkey or a chicken.
Jesus Christ.
Everything else we
Cultures are different.
Let's see. Come on. Is this what am I doing here? But yeah, but that's pretty much it. We don't eat the whole thing. I mean, I could show
But a
you.
goat hardly has a tail.
Exactly, like this had
Because I had to even like go like
I
the
mean,
tail of a goat is this small.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need a lot of them. Just like with oxtails, we only eat oxtail. We don't eat the whole oxen. Just the tail.
Okay.
Because again, we don't want to kill the animal. We want the animal to live. We want
live and
just
do
the
what?
food. Whatever the hell goats and oxen do.
Okay.
You people
I
are
should go back by the way.
Huh? This is why it's prey and predator. But you people are just doing.
Oh, we will. I will get me a goat right now. I'll slaughter it.
Slaughter it.
I'll hang it.
Remove the
Cut it.
skin.
Use the blood as
Use
well.
the blood to make food.
To make
That's fucked up.
Yep. The blood, make blood sausage.
Sausage.
Blood sausage. That is disgusting. I hate blood sausage.
It tastes good when I make it. It tastes good. It tastes good. It tastes good.
Jesus Christ. I like
Lord, Lord.
Hey,
God.
Antonio, you don't know what you're missing.
What to tell?
Mhm.
Here we go.
Oh, God. Blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. Did you have a boat?
No, those are my neighbor's boats. That's the intercoastal.
You had a pool?
Oh yeah, I had a pool. Well, why would you not have a pool? What? Oh, it's fine. We had a pool and a jacuzzi.
Why would we not have a pool? You know.
If you have a pool back at home, like you could have a really, really wonderful house.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But the house itself was big. It was like I ended up partitioning it and made like 4 apartments out of it.
It's good.
Yeah, it was a pretty big house, and I had vehicles and it had a very nice life until it went sideways on me.
Like you couldn't
See,
back.
all of that is mine.
Let me see Antonio's Rolls Royce.
Florida looks nice.
Oh, that's not even. That's um Hillsboro,
Where is this?
uh, above Boca Raton. Yeah,
Yeah.
south of Miami.
Okay, yeah. You name somewhere we understand.
Archie.
I understand.
Boca Raton itself is like the richest part of America, of Florida, and then just go right across the street,
Mhm.
right to the ocean. And I did that because I was messing around with some of the people in another situation I was in. It's bad stuff.
It looks like Mombasa.
Why don't banks here like Americans? Do you know why?
Why do banks here not like American? Because we're using them to launder money. They don't tend to like criminals. That's the only there's to it.
Because it's pretty hard to open a bank here if you're American. They don't even like Americans.
I'm having like some issue that I got to keep giving them my work number, my social security number. It's terrible. I don't know what's going
And plus,
on.
Americans don't like paying taxes.
I love paying taxes.
Americans don't like paying German
Which bank?
taxes.
Like Sparkasse or what?
Sparkasse.
They especially don't like Americans.
Because again, we only use these banks to launder money.
Mhm.
So why would we come all the way to Europe to get a bank account? We have banks in America.
Yeah.
We're only doing it to launder money. And they don't tend to like people laundering money through their banks.
How much is it to maintain an Amex?
An American Express
Mhm.
depends on what level you have. I had a black one, but with a black one, you just need $1 million. Just $1 million. That's it, and that's it. That's mine.
Because I was thinking I might get an American Express someday in life.
You don't really need an American
I
Express.
also feel like it.
It's easier everywhere in the world.
No.
Yes.
Also, the fees are
Most people do not. Most people, because of the fees that American Express would charge.
We cannot.
Yeah. Most companies do not take.
You don't even like paying the €4 that we pay a month for a card here.
I pay it regardless.
You don't like $4? What's $4 a month? That's nothing. That's not even $4. That's €4 is like
$5.
no. The exchange, the American dollar is worth more than the euro.
No,
Euro is more
the
than
euro is high.
your dollar.
I could, whenever I buy anything, I buy it in American dollars because euros cost way more.
Because euro is like much more
No,
than
the euro
what?
is stronger than the
Yeah,
dollar.
than the
So
dollar.
I wouldn't. The only reason that I would say
And
right
plus,
now,
American things are cheaper.
oh yeah, because American shit is cheap.
Apart from groceries and stuff. That no, those ones you're not.
That's true too.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I used to spend like $250 a week just to feed myself. That shit is
exactly. You people, your things are expensive.
Yeah, it's bad.
Why?
Because here you could go like 100 a month.
Oh, even
I wouldn't say
80.
100 a month.
Even 80.
Yeah, I mean, for two people, I spend probably like around 45 a week.
You see.
Maybe 50 a week. Whenever I'm cooking, but I
A
can't
week.
find a week. Yeah, so it's probably.
But even out here, like even with like takeout here, like
It's cheaper.
it's cheaper. Here,
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, it's a lot easier. I have not cooked here in
Because
a while.
takeout in Kenya is expensive. And it's
And you gotta run.
Hey, there's this girl, a friend of ours, she's home. And she bought takeout, like 2 types of meat.
Hmm.
She bought them for 1,400 Kenyan shillings. That's
So like
like
$14.
something like that,
Okay.
13
Yeah.
euros or something, or 12. Something that's 12 euros here is $2, and you can eat half and eat tomorrow and eat the other day, or you can eat today and have food for tomorrow.
Donuts here are expensive. If I buy a donut,
It's 7 euros.
Oh, they're like 10.
yeah, like that.
They raise
Peace. Peace.
donuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
A
It's like 10.
piece.
A good one is like 10.
Yeah, it's more than that.
I'm just saying from a basic
Yeah, it's
thing.
like
So she
Whenever
asked
we
for
eat
food.
donuts, how much are they?
7 euros, 8 euros.
Yeah, because I don't even eat all the stuff on
I
them.
also,
Like,
I
don't
also
like
eat
that shit.
donut. I don't eat donut. I don't like donut, but
I don't
7
like
euros.
the coleslaw and that. Put that shit on my damn. I will kill a bitch. I will kill a bitch for coleslaw on my couch.
I will have one. Like where she's from. Where she's from.
Where she's located, because where she's from is where you're from.
No,
No. Yes and no.
Oh, y'all live on different sides of Kenya.
No. Yes and no.
we were born different.
850.
You see,
850.
8 euros. Yeah,
When
you can
you
get food
ask,
till tomorrow. In Kenya, what she ordered, it was a handful like this. Exactly, and that's food that you
It is a
keep on
woman's
for 40.
hand.
Yeah. I'm like, that is all that you get? She's like, yeah. I'm like, for us, when we take out, we eat 2 people, me and her, and we have for tomorrow. Hi.
That is the funniest thing. You get a woman's hand.
And you see, I spread my hand. I didn't even do this. I spread it. It was
That's why, like in America, I eat like y'all talk about. These portions I be making y'all is too much.
Uber Eats, soda. Oh. But this is also you just go and buy the fucking. This shit costs like what, like 500 a kilo.
To make it?
Yeah, no, to just raw meat and you just make it at home.
Just make it at home. Yeah.
But you're home. You don't want to cook. You are enjoying. She went for holiday.
I don't know about that.
Alright, okay, then shout out to her. Shout out to her.
Shout out to the friend. The friends, the friends of friends. But that's crazy. You have a phone that no one has a charger for. Then why don't you just get a new phone?
Is it dead, your phone?
Yeah, she says it's dead.
Not this one. The one that I had. It's not. It's almost.
I was thinking maybe I should get like one of those charging pads that you just lay your phone on.
Yeah, me
and then charge
too.
it.
But then again, I
I'm
don't
getting it for
want.
myself. I have a charger.
I don't want to keep walk. Yes, get it.
But she also needs the thing. Don't you need like a
No, the one that
You
you
just lay your phone on
This
and
is
you
already
charge.
made. I can just charge it.
Yeah, you just lay your phone
Yeah.
on and you
should
charge
be
it.
as well? Sure.
I would assume all newer phones should be.
They should have it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
This is pretty new, I guess.
just lay it on the.
Yeah, you just need to take this off because I don't think you
You won't be able to do it through. You'd have to.
because for me my charger supports it. My cover supports it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do better.
So you need to get a cover. There's a cover that usually supports it. It's there also for you on Amazon.
Yeah.
Recording the next